So, Monday, Marine camp in Lympstone, which was a bit of an eye-opener, to be honest with you. I've never ever done anything like that, so it was a tough one.
Marine camp was a lot of fun. It was a bit of a man test, you know, trying to just have one day as a recruit and see if you can last, basically.
And we have a very good partnership with the Royal Marines. We've been working with them for a long time again, and we decided to take the players down to Lympstone to engross ourselves in all of the commando values.
Firstly, welcome to CTC, Commando Training Centre, the home of the Royal Marines.
I guess it's sort of the PTs who was sort of introducing himself very nice guy, obviously speaking, just chatting away, and then suddenly gets the demo going.
So what we're going to do today is we're going to go through what a recruit would go through in the IMF syllabus. So what we're going to do is hit the kind of body weight areas. Okay, it's very high intensity, and obviously it requires a lot of body strength. How we move in the gym is completely still, or 100%, with a jump. Left, hop! Okay, now we're facing.
It was quite funny watching how fast the Marines do everything. Like as soon as they're ordered to do anything, they just sprint to the next job.
Once more, pace, 1 and 2, up, back, stretch, stretch.
And you've got the other PT sprinting in position, at attention. Then we're all stood there, they get us in, at attention. You're not, back straight, arms in, they're up screaming at you and stuff like that. So it was very quickly sort of became a bit more real.
Everyone up to attention, so the position you were shown earlier. Okay, so your arms are in, tucked in, fingers straight, feet are together. Toes just slightly pointed out. Okay, yes please instructors. Okay, so front rank is about to receive your job's worth. Okay, Joe, just as a little warm up, all I want you to do is you're going to be lightly jogging on the spot. Okay, front rank, all you're simply going to do, you're going to turn to your left and pass the boat behind you, directly behind you. Okay, then the person to that other side, so they're going to alternate, go right side, right side, all the way to the rear. Okay, once the ball is at the rear, front rank, you are to dress to the right side of your rank, run down to the bottom, and everyone takes one step back. Okay, does everyone understand that?
It's like 0 to 100 like that.
Well, they called it a warm-up. And then all of a sudden we're doing burpees, down-ups, doing everything to when they're telling you to do it. It was intense, yeah.
Right side, and just start dressing back, dress back.
I think lads were expecting it to be a lot easier than it was. We're in that hall, obviously it was boiling in that hall, just non-stop movement. So yeah, it was a pretty tough start to the day, and after that it was sort of yeah, it's going to be a very long day.
I think because initially you get there and they're all shouting and stuff, and you're a bit what's going on. But then when you get down to it, it's hard, and like you said, those smiles they're soon gone.
Lift the left leg first.
The exercises, they seem so simple. It's just press-ups and stuff, but you come in there oh, it's not going to be too bad, but you're sweating, dripping with sweat afterwards.
It's a bit of not knowing as well. The unknown is very daunting for some people, and it challenges them mentally. So if you don't know what you're doing, and you've just got to keep working hard with no end in sight. People break quite easily, and it was good because the lad didn't, and they kept pushing on and kept pushing through.
Stretch! In and out of the even team and back on your spot.
It's high attention to detail, it's high focus on the little things, making sure that all the minor details are followed, which I think if you spoke to any of the players, that they kind of had to understand very, very quickly. It's very well known. Standards are extremely high within that environment, and the PTIs, with their own standards and their own ethos, really embody those standards. And as soon as you step in, you can feel the challenge of the level of expectation, the bar that's to be held, and the players, as you saw, the players, I think they cottoned on to that very, very quickly.
They train with the highest standards, if like your arm's out of line a little bit, or you don't fully take an instruction, you've got someone coming over and shouting you. So
These up.
Gym, doing all the bodyweight stuff that you can imagine. It may be a bit easier for someone shaped like a Marine, a bit harder for some of the bigger boys.
It's a high level of intensity CV that's required. This is a small snippet, this is just the start.
And then they had us doing those 3 laps around that courtyard.
Right, go! Let's go, lads, drop the back, come on! Stay behind the tree. Good.
That's fun. Good to know one.
Obviously we swim at the Marine camp quite a lot during pre-season, but it was more of a circuit-based in the pool, 7 different stations.
Some of us aren't very strong swimmers at all, so for me, that's me included.
Nice slip changeover. You'll jump off the diving board, you'll sink to the bottom, you'll grab a brick, then we'll see the bricks.
And then the dreaded bit was the pool, because I'm in tadpole group at the moment, so I'm still learning to swim.
Yeah, swimming's all right. Everything was fine. Dive board, all good. All the swimming stuff we're sort of used to until they got us in a circle, treading water, passing a volleyball to each other above our heads, which is absolutely fine. And then suddenly they hand you a rifle.
It was after that, it was pretty tough just to get through all that, the tread and walk stuff. So hard, whilst we're passing around this rifle.
Which I don't know how much it weighs, but all I remember is there's Frosty next to me. As soon as he get the rifle, he'd go underwater, trying to keep it above, pass to me. I'd then go underwater, just trying to pass it on. So that was pretty tough. Swallowed a lot of water that day, actually, to be honest with you. So.
Not the best swimmer, but I'm okay, average, I'd say. And that was just it's like treading water. Some of it was you had a gun and a volleyball and you had to pass it around the circle, and some boys are drowning while others are trying to keep them up. Yeah, that was quite intense.
We went to my least favourite part of the day, which was the swim. And that was like a bunch of different drills, like hypoxic work, treading water, like loads of different stuff, all stuff that I hate because I'm a tadpole, unfortunately.
That we got through, whether it was like swimming lengths or doing sort of like muscle ups up and down on the outside of the pool, diving off the diving board and collecting weights at the bottom, so a few different things. And like I said, especially if you don't enjoy the water, or that not a great swimmer, then it's especially tough.
The swimming pool was probably there as a little bit of run the battery down, just a little bit of cumulative fatigue to push them across the whole event, because then very quickly after the swimming pool they got tasked with a quick change, get into all of the kit they needed to then be down onto the bottom field for BPT or battle physical training.
Coming in late, yeah. Mud's coming in.
Yeah, on the assault course, which was Carnage.
Endurance course. It looks like a playground when it looks fun, but then once you get on it.
Yeah. Go on.
So there was like the wall one, you had to jump over a wall and land on 2 feet and then do like a little obstacle course over and then duck under and crawl. And like if you didn't get 2 feet on the floor every time you landed, you'd have to get brought straight back to the start again.
Let's go, come on! Get nice and low on the wall. Get those legs over.
Yeah, had some of the bigger lads, so I was at the front as well, so had to try and get them on board.
Come on, Scotty! Walking, come on!
The easiest one for me was the log one, because half the time I wasn't carrying it, 'cause I couldn't reach it. Some of the boys, like, however tall, I'm just like that, and they're out on their shoulders, but just outing myself there. But
Don't get backward. There we go.
5'7".
Not you yet, Kenzie?
No, just not even.
I think I'm just taking more.
Yeah. There we go. On tiptoes, it's all right.
I think that log carry was a lot harder than I thought it would be. The log looks a lot lighter than it actually is, so that was pretty tough.
Come on, boy. That's it. Good. Back down and meet me at the bottom there. Okay, go! Back crawl, let's go! Come on! Get up that knoll! You're gonna go round, let's go!
A lot of bear crawling up hills, yeah, just in a hole, in an absolute hole. And then the bear crawl up the hill, down the hill, through the water, back up to where we started. That was pretty carnage, to be honest with you, yeah. I think everyone felt that one, yeah.
Bear crawls up that hill and around the statue. That was due to people not doing stuff properly, so.
You can't mess around at all because they are on your case, they're screaming in your face.
Come on, go around me, let's go.
Because he just sets you off on a bear crawl, and then you've got to like get up this hill, and there's 60 other of you trying to do it at the same time, and like someone's coming behind you going like, oh, you're not low enough, and you're worried about that, and it just seemed like the finish just wasn't going to come. You just kept going and going and going.
Good effort, James, to work hard for each other. The water. As a team, we work hard. Come on, let's go.
Bear crawls, so like on all fours up the hill, like you're waiting for everyone to come round. It's like always like competitive, but once you've done, just finished, then you have to hold like doing press ups while everyone else is coming around.
Keep your hands. Put your hands. Hands. Up. That's a nice. Stretch. Yeah, sounds good.
Then it's all a mental robustness game. Who can, who's willing to dig in, who's willing to drive themselves, who's willing to, put the best foot forward, not just when they're fresh and ready to go, when they're actually run down, they're a little bit fatigued. Because by the time we've been down there, the players have probably been physically, fairly stressed. I would say for 2 or 3 hours.
Right, from there, do not stand up. Start crawling from the water. Go down you get. Down you. We're waiting, James, we're waiting. Let's go, lads, let's go. Come on, boys. Let's go, Manny. Let's go. Come on, Manny. Hurry up. Feet. Get feet moving. Feet moving. Keep on now. Okay, James, like I say, you've got to work hard for each other. Those of you that are towards the rear, you've got to keep grizing, keep pushing it out.
The finale, the mud run.
Take charge of it. Lads, we're not walking, are we? Get ourselves over there. Over, lads, bring it down.
And then the mud. Dun dun dun.
Two right.
It's what boys dread, I would say.
The big myth of the Sandy Park, Royal Marines mud sessions.
I think the thing is, when you look at it, when you got that like over the railway tracks, you look at the mud, you go, oh, it's not going to be too bad. But then, like, your first step on it, like your whole leg is like submerged.
Go!
And then they're like, all right, fall backwards, and like you don't really have a choice, like you're just straight in.
Press the position over the top of your partner.
One person laying down in mud, another person on top, and just crawling through it all. And obviously the mud is so deep and thick. Literally the first thing they had us do was, one person laying down in mud, another person on top, and you're just crawling through it all.
Let's go!
So I'd heard a lot about that coming into pre-season, seen a lot of pictures from previous ones, and it was worse than anything I expected. Yeah, that was just tough, crawling out, swapping, crawling out some more until we got to like the middle of the estuary, and then we had to do the same thing back.
Oh, it's so hard that bit, because you're trying to get your hands in, your arm goes under the mud, then you're like crawling in there, like your air body weight as well.
It feels bad to say, but it's nice to see like new people experience it, because the first time you actually experience it, it's actual hell. So when you look over and think, yeah, I know what he's going through right now. It's not nice, but you've got to laugh about it.
Dragging each other through the mud, but yeah, you know, you're literally caked head to toe. But as I say, once you accept the fact that that's what you're doing, you sort of embrace it, enjoy it, and pull each other through it.
All the way in, lads! Let's go, boys! Let's go! Go, Belly!
Well, like some of the boys have been like, oh, the mud run and stuff, and I heard the word run, I'd be like, oh, must be like just a muddy sort of track or something like that, and I just thought, oh, mud run, this is like only like, you know, a K or so. I was like, oh, it's chill. Then next thing you know, I can't move. I'm on all fours. I can't see because there's mud all over my face. Quite quickly just turned into absolute grind out, and yeah, it was.
Great work, Johnny. Come on, Johnny. Great work, Johnny. Let's go.
It was mental, but the actual getting muddy is fine, right? It's not being able to physically move your legs or arms because everything's stuck in the mud up to your joints is mental.
Trying to carry other people, you know, sometimes it's hard enough just trying to move your own body, but when you've got someone who's a bit heavier than you, trying to lift them and things like that. And you're just running, and then suddenly your leg will just be engulfed by the mud, and like half your body's under it, and it's so hard to get out. I think boys were losing boots, like you get mud in your eyes as well, so you can't see, like trying to find where you're going, and it's so hard to, it's so hard to keep on top.
Like cramping up and stuff, and mud in your mouth and your nose and your eyes, and you can't see, you can't speak.
The tasks you do obviously are really hard, like in the mud, but then the actual mud itself is what takes it out of you.
How we get? Come on! Shot on his back! Let's get to the left, come on!
And you're like scrambling. I think it was me and Rusey, we just got shoved down to the mud, and it was like a free-for-all.
Straight up! Do not leave your teammate behind! Do not leave your teammate behind!
I think we were coming to the end. It was the last little bit to get out, and obviously like different parts of the estuary are deeper than others, and like your boot sinks all the way in. You're like up to your knee, and you're trying your best to pull your leg out, and you just can't. And you can just feel that ball of cramp coming, and it's just like like trying to get it to stop, sort of thing. Get out as quick as you can.
Oh, just warming up.
Let's go, come on, keep moving.
Waiting for the hard stuff to get going now. Come on!
Yes, OG, let's go!
Once you're in the mud, it's fun almost. It's like being like a little kid again almost. You're just diving around in the mud with the boys. Obviously it's tough when you're graphing, like dragging each other through the mud.
But I don't think you were doing it right if you weren't covered in mud, to be honest.
Come on, come on, come on. Back smarter. Oh yeah.
I enjoyed it. I seriously enjoyed it. Not that I'm considering a career in the Marines. I think it's just that element of like just wanting to push yourself and see how far you can go, which you know, I quite enjoyed.
Chiefs and what makes us the group of players that we've got that are willing to go that extra yard, are willing to indulge in like the commando values of determination and cheerfulness in the face of adversity, which is really pleasing.
Don't be afraid of it, Josie! Right, gents, just bring it in nice and tight. Right, firstly, how many volunteers have I got to join the corps out of this now? Anyone? No? Poke it? Right, gents, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you here today. Right, hopefully you've all taken something from the afternoon/evening. Like I said earlier on today, there are a lot of similarities between on the rugby field and on the battlefield. Hopefully, not hopefully, I know that some of you have been pushed, or hopefully all of you have been pushed out of your comfort zone this afternoon, whether it be in the gymnasium, running around the camp circuit, in the pool. I believe we had somebody who had a bit of a panic attack, I won't name and shame, alright? But each and every single one of you out on the mud here, alright, it doesn't matter who you are, this is an absolute leveller, okay? It's been an absolute privilege. I wish you all the best in your forthcoming season, and we hope to see you back here in the very near future. And should you need anything from us at CTC, we will always be there on hand to help you guys out. All the best, guys.
Yeah. Thank you very much. On behalf of the boys, I just want to say thanks and appreciate you guys for taking time out of your busy schedules to have us here and put us through this. I know this is my first time here, and I learned a lot, and I'm sure a lot of the boys pushed through and gained a lot of resilience from today. So I just want to say a big thanks again for having us.
Oh no. Oh.